got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out.
It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go! 70 ending! Woo-hoo! Hatchet! Hatchet!
On 1st down, Fields. And his first look is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Pick it up! Pick it up! Pick it up! Hard! Same on! Shit! Go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got him! Under crunch. Go! Shift! 36, cut up!
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
55's my guy, 55. Oh, yeah.
From the gun, Fields. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The tackle by Cleveland Farrell. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Hey, 31.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
The play is a turnover on down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Watch twist. 6 guys. Check 6.
Now they try the right side here. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
Any weapon. Double up. Delta.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields eluding the pressure right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And the Raider first down.
Watch the safety creep. Watch the
1st and 10 at the 50-yard
Check
line.
26. Check your hot read.
Check 13. Check 13.
26 Mike. No check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we look? And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
Brandon Cooks. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Man, I got you.
Bang!
On 1st and 10, Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Not today. Here we go. Mike, set. 10, touchdown. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Raiders 14, Texans 7.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Back to throw, Watson. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Watson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Right there. 54. There, 54 Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Go.
It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. This is taken in. It's complete. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Mike 54.
At 31.
Check 37. Check 37.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Safe.
They'll try to run with Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fields. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. On first down, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
On second down, Pollard looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Watson down to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
24. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Chef. 59. No. Hey. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. 6. Mike's 54.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check
Go.
27.
All right, D, let's all right, D.
Second and long.
I got you, pump.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Check Mike. Under 10. 10.
61. Match box. Right.
Mike 27. Mike 27. And we got the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Throwing on first down. Fields. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for number 88. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Single. 66. Bullet. Ha. Ball trot.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey, we got it.
The final shot before break. Fields. And this will be incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
My 59. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Check.
At the 44-yard line.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike 47. I'm coming. 59. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. You. Exit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Hey, alert.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47.
I got him.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Watch the run.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Keep playing hard.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Down, he's coming.
Right there. 54. Right there.
54.
64.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Going to run again here with Pollard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
This is that. 18. Alert. 54. Watch 54.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch the out. Hey, watch that. Echo. 54. Mike, 54. Not here.
Now it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Off of play action, it's Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Check.
Great stone.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Switch. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Rotate. Jam. Try 7, high 7. Check 31. Go.
On third down, Fields, flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. That's caught inside the 20. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check! Shift! Blue John Coker. Shift! Short. He's checking.
To throw on second down, Fields throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Go ahead, baby. Go.
26, Mike. Go. 26, Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Back to throw. Fields. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson off play action. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 32 on the play. On first down, Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run again with Hunt.
Kill, turn up. Run.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a carry for Jacobs. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check nine.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Wait. Check 55, Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Check 26. Check your hot read.
Check 13. Check 13.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Let's go. Here we go. Set. 10. Tuscan. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Set. 18. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the slap. Line him go.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, switch gears. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
He's back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
Here I come again. Wide. Get wide. Showing it. Smoke. Check nickel. Yo.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Go. Zoom.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Houston, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for
up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lagging. Make it count for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up in a bitch magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
When it's around here, I make a joke. Everybody let him see. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry coat is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Pepper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your drum, for your post, your pop, and your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit the hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. High boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off. Dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
319.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson.
Let's go. 319. Mike 5-4. 319.
Pollard going to try the right side. Got some room at the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago. 12 carries, 126 yards, and a trip to the end zone as well.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
319. Hey, let's get this. Get 300. Get 300. Blue draw Corker. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On play action, Rodgers. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
At the Seahawks 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
His path became similar to almost...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Tony Pop. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half.
319. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, here I go. Over here. 399.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Pollard, and it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Here comes the boom.
20. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over.
4 down.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Over.
He was brought down by
I know you felt that one.
1 yard
Hey,
gain.
look 3. Kill.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 51 yards on 1st down. Pollard. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, don't fumble the football.
And that's complete to Adams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
Easy. Zoom. Back north. Hey, Alpha.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Check.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Rodgers now on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go.